Hi Capricorns, this is going to be your reading for July 2025. I hope everyone is having a nice month so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder that these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Alright, let's get into it. So your message this month is surrender. Your message. Surrender is a spiritual practice, and it's not an easy one. But angels are working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold with ease when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from miracles you deserve. Take time to realize that in order to be helped, you must surrender your need for control over the situation that you're in or that's on your mind. Hand over your concerns and the entire situation to your spiritual allies, and when you do so, you will allow angels of light to swoop in and help everything transform. If you find yourself having difficulties letting go of the reins, it's because there's a part of you that's not willing to receive the help or miracles that you deserve. Hand over all your concerns to God and let the miracles in. If you're feeling overwhelmed or emotional at this time, your angel guide wants you to know that it's okay to let go. When you open up and release your concerns, you open up to support and miracles. You are the vessel and you contain light. Your concerns are taking up space. When you release them, you make room for more light. Let them go now. This is a time to experience freedom that you deserve. You don't have to do this all alone. God and angels are ready to help you. Call on the angels and invite them to help you surrender and release anything that could be blocking your experience of miracles. Help them usher positive energy into your life and ask yourself what you need to let go of in order to grow and then action it. Alright, let's take a look here, Capricorn. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute to pull some cards for you here, okay? Okay. This month of July for you, Capricorn, seems like it's the universe kind of pushing you to harness your own choices and kind of feels like your own strengths here. I feel like there's going to be like what you feel as setbacks coming in this month, but really it's kind of to push you and propel you farther. It's like getting through the fire here, and it's being like, oh no, there's a I don't know why I'm seeing fire, but maybe it's just kind of there's a lot of wands present, and I'm just feeling like also they want you kind of in this fire energy, but it feels like it's like, yeah, there's that wall of fire there. How do I get around it? How do I jump over it? Because I'm getting to that other side and I'm kind of going, I'm pushing through here, and that's what it really feels like for this reading for you. And with the surrender that's going in, it feels like something new is on the horizon here for you. It also is kind of feeling like they really want you to be the kind of the director of it. They really want you to be like, I have the power, I have the control of this, and I'm going to kind of move from there. Okay, I'm going to move from this state of mind because I really want you to be that go-getter energy. They really want you to be that energy of, you know what, I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try and a new tactic here for myself, because I feel like there's this almost cycle that you've been going through emotionally excuse me, that you're kind of a little bit sick of right now, and we'll get into that, but I'll just go through the cards and kind of what I'm seeing. So we have the 8 of Swords in your main energy, and this is of kind of having the blinders up to your life a little bit here. This person has a ribbon around their eyes, a ribbon around their hands, But they are surrounded by all these swords. So they don't understand that they can cut themselves free if they want to, or the ability to cut themselves free is there, okay? So it just feels like right now we're having a little bit of, in the beginning of the month of July, just mental anguish. We're allowing kind of our thoughts to control things. But they are saying with this kind of Eight of Swords that there are solutions out there for you, okay? There are ways to free yourself from this, to cut you loose. And it feels like it's through this energy of adventure. It's this energy of something new with this Page of Wands that's coming out. So if there is kind of a new adventure on the horizon for you, maybe some of you are looking at housing situations, moving houses, moving to a new place, because I do have the Four of Wands here, and that's kind of usually my home card. Maybe it's a new adventure in your relationships, because sometimes the Four of Wands can represent, you know, marriage or celebrations like that. They are asking you to just be in that fire energy, you know, just be in this kind of adventurous energy and being like, okay, like I may not know the solution right now to my problems. I might not know how to get over this kind of fire barrier, but I'm going to still find a way, and I'm going to be open to something new here. And that's this kind of Page of Wands energy. That's just like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kind of do it. So whatever it is that you are thinking about right now, again, like I was saying before, maybe it's a move, maybe it's a new house, maybe you're saving for a new house, or some kind of stability here with this Four of Wands. I feel like you're going to be pretty active of being like, hey, let's get this done this month. And I think that's going to really help you move out of this Eight of Swords energy, of this feeling stuck energy at the beginning. But my Four of Wands is coming out sideways, which means it can go either way. So for some of you, it's maybe like, again, like I said, buying a new house, maybe a new baby. For some of you, maybe it's, you know, returning home, you know, paying for a flight. Maybe you live far away from where you grew up, and then you're like, I'm going back there for a little bit, or I'm going to maybe look for a job in my hometown, or some energy like that. They're Capricorn, where you're just like, okay, going back to home. When it's in the reverse, it's like we're leaving a home behind. Maybe you are selling a house. Maybe you are going through a divorce. Maybe you are, you know, moving to a different city, something like that here. The only thing I'm seeing with this kind of Seven of Wands that's coming out here as well is some of us might be having a little bit of weak boundaries right now, having a hard time standing up for ourselves or defending ourselves, especially if people would be like, I don't know if this is the right choice. I don't know if you should do that. But you have such strong conviction here, Capricorn, if you're being like, no, this is kind of what I want to do, and this is where I'm being led. They're just telling you to kind of stick with that, because when it's in the reverse with the Seven of Wands, it means we're having a little bit of weak boundaries right now. Right? It's like we're allowing people to influence us. We're allowing people to, you know, move us away from what it is that we truly want here. Their influence is kind of taking over. Or if it's in the upright here, we're standing strong, right? As you can see, this person is defending from all the other wands. So they're just telling you to kind of be in conviction right now. Be in defense of your choices and what you are feeling at the beginning of this month. Because it feels like you know the path already, but it's like that your head's going to come in and be like, oh yeah, maybe that person was right, you know, down the block that said this, or maybe my friend was right when they said this. I feel the opposite, but maybe they were right. I feel like you just have to trust yourself and trust your own emotion, because you kind of feel like you're a bit stuck, especially emotionally right now with the Death card in reverse. Scorpio energy, it's talking about repeating something, and it has something to do with our emotions or emotional unhappiness. So it feels like we're kind of maybe stuck in a little bit of a rut where we're kind of, you know, feeling the same way emotionally, and maybe you're just like, I just need to change, or I need to go back, or things are changing for me here as well. I'm seeing a lot of kind of movement, so I feel like maybe it is a move for a lot of you, but I'm just seeing kind of this, you know, stuck in the same over and over again. And it's like something needs to move, something needs to shake, because we were just feeling this kind of unhappy cycle for a while now. And the Magician is popping out, which is like such a great energy to see here, Capricorn, because it's telling you that you have all the tools that you need to achieve what it is that you want. So whether that be job related, whether that be relationship related, whether that be any kind of major goal that you are having here, they're really telling you, like, it seems like now with this Judgment card coming out as well, now is the time to do that. Now is the time to go after the things that you want. Could be planetary, I'm not sure, I haven't checked what the skies or what the planets are doing for you, Capricorn, in July, but it does feel like they're telling you it's it. Now's the time. You have all the tools that you need. You just kind of need the drive to go and do it. The moon card is popping up here, which is Piscean energy. Sometimes this is not seeing something clearly. I kind of want to pull another card on that because it can represent delusion, illusion. It's almost like seeing a fog or a phase over a situation. Like you're not seeing the whole truth of it. You're only seeing kind of a little bit of it, and it's kind of clouding your judgment here. It kind of goes hand in hand with the Eight of Swords when the moon card pops out. But I just want to take a look at what this could be, because we have such a good card before with the Magician saying that you have everything you need. Let me just check with this moon card here for you. For Capricorns, please. Thank you. There's something here about connection, which is interesting, because I have this moon card, right? This Piscean energy coming out. Virgo's coming in right after with the Hermit card in reverse. And the Hermit card in reverse is this energy of we might be isolating ourselves too much here. So it might be something on your goal where you feel like you need to isolate yourself or be alone for some reason here. It feels like almost like, again, when the Hermit is in reverse, it's this too much time alone. It's like you're just like now you're sheltering yourself a little bit here. Sheltering yourself a little bit too much. So you might feel like on a subconscious level here, because the moon card also represents the subconscious level, that you need to protect or shield yourself in some kind of way, especially this month. Like, I need to conserve my energy, I need to protect myself. But the problem is when we put up those walls too much and not step back outside of that, we're not allowing ourselves to have this adventure or have new things happen, because we're kind of feeling so stuck and same in what in what we've been doing, because it's our safety spot, right? We've almost put up too much of a safety net that we're now not moving or not trying to pursue things, because you're just like, I feel a lot better over in this kind of safety net. But they want you to explore. They want you to go out and try new things wherever you can here. They want you to kind of follow your instincts and follow your gut, because this Nine of Cups coming in right after in the reverse is just telling me there's some emotional instability here. Like our cups are not full, and we might be taking that out on other things, maybe on substances here for some of you. It's basically masking, right? It's like when we're feeling this emotional incontentment, right? It's like we're going to mask it with something, whether that be drugs, alcohol. For some people it's shopping. For some people it's masking it with really anything we use to suppress, right? Suppress how we're actually feeling. And so subconsciously, you might be like, well, I'm actually blocking a lot of myself here because I feel like, I feel like I need to kind of nest myself here. I need to hide myself. And really, I'm just not doing that for my own good, because now I'm just kind of disconnecting from everything and disconnecting from my emotions here. So now they're telling you, like, if this is how you've been feeling for the last little while, it's time to kind of flip the switch for you, Capricorn. Okay, it's time to be like, you know what, I surrender. Maybe it will be good, maybe it will be bad, but I'm going to go out and I'm going to try it. I'm going to go out and do it. If it's a relationship, you're like, I'm going to put myself out there. Maybe I'll fail, maybe I'll fall flat on my face, but I'm going to try. And I feel like this is kind of this energy for you in July is all about, you're like, you know what, I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to try it. Even if you feel like you're just like, what's the point if I don't make it? But it's like you'll never know until you try. And they're telling you with this Magician card, they're like, you have all the tools. You have everything that you need here, so you just got to do it. You just got to put yourself out there and do it. You have everything you need. And it's like, do you want to keep in this cycle of this Ace of Cups in reverse? Do you want to keep in this cycle where you're just kind of feeling this kind of emotional unhappiness, feeling not emotionally fulfilled here, right? So the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse is like making a financial decision. So maybe you've been weighing two options here financially. Again, maybe it has to do with a house for some of you. Maybe it's separation. Maybe it's a new career. Whatever it is that kind of resonates with you here. You might have had two options, but now you're kind of making a more strategic choice about it. So we have the King of Swords here, which is kind of all about communication, logic, and structure. And when it's in the upright position like this, you could be deciding on an air sign about something, so Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, someone that you see as they could be older, also someone that you kind of maybe look up to in mentorship. But it feels like if this is your energy here, Capricorn, they're just saying that you're going to make a strategy or a plan. You're going to be like, okay, by the end of this 6 months, I'll have enough money saved that I can, you know, put a down payment on our house, or, you know, I'll have enough money saved so I can move. So I see this kind of strategy with you coming in here. You know, you're going to be like, I'm going to be open to new things, and I'm also going to be strategic. You know, what is the best plan of action for me to do this? And I get that in this kind of King of Swords, because that card is such a strategist. So now you're kind of making a plan for yourself. You're like, okay, I know this is not making me happy, so where's my next step? Where am I going? Page of Pentacles in reverse is just saying, hey, something didn't really grow or work out the way that you wanted it to. And that's totally okay. You know, this Page of Pentacles you were hoping for would happen didn't happen. So what do we do now? You know, we get back on the horse. We try again. We try something else. We try something different. We plan for something new here. You know, if you're doing a garden and one of your plants doesn't grow properly, do you just give up gardening? I don't know. Maybe some of you do. But they're just telling you to replant. You know, rewater, replant. Be like, okay, that strategy didn't work. What's my next one? Where do I go from here? Right? What is my next step? And then there's that Ace of Pentacles, right? Something ends, something new begins. This Ace of Pentacles here. This could be a new job offer for you. This could be more money coming in. Maybe that move is making, you know, more money. You're like, well, I'm saving more money. But the Ace of Pentacles is great to see here, because it's something very new, something fresh for you. I'm getting location switches, job switches in this reading. I have the Nine of Swords, which is this kind of mental stress that we were talking about before. This Eight of Swords. Now you got the Nine of Swords, which is sleepless nights, mental stress. And it's over the Sun card that's coming out here. And the Sun card, when it's in kind of the reverse like this, it's energy of you being like, well, things aren't really good right now. You know, I'm not really seeing the sun right now. I'm not seeing the brightness of all of this right now. Again, maybe if you are switching careers, if you are you know, moving or selling a house, it's going to feel like a lot. It's a transitional time for you. It's going to feel like a lot of energy here for yourself. So it's okay if you're feeling that way right now, or if you're feeling at this crossroads, right, where you're feeling where there's like two directions and you're not sure which way to go. It does feel like you do know which way to go, which way you want to go, because it feels like one area isn't really working out for you, or working out the way that you want here. So you're going to move to the other direction, it feels like. But you just have to kind of be open to going back to the drawing board, to be like, you know what, I'm going to take what I have here with this Four of Pentacles, hold on to the assets that I got now, and move it forward, and go back to the drawing board and try something else, or try again. You know, back to the beginning. Maybe, like I said before, you're starting a new job and you're like, well, you know, I'm going back to being the new person. But it's like taking what you've already accumulated with this Four of Pentacles with you, and don't stress about this transition too much, because again, it feels like you have all the tools that you need, so it seems like you are making the right decision. It's just kind of an own battle with yourself here, and being open to this change. Just pulling some oracle cards for you here. Your commitment is being tested. Judgment. That's I hate to say a test, because people always freak out because of grade school, but you're like, a test here. But judgment is a test to me. It's basically they're being like, what do you do in this situation? Let's see how they react. You know, are they going to follow their impulses? Are they going to be open to the new, open to this adventure? Or are they not going to be? And they're kind of just waiting in the wings, right? Your angels, your spiritual team, to help you. Because your choice first. And once you act, then they can help, right? Because you have to be the one to make that choice. Earth is a planet of free will, and I will tell people that all the time. You always have a choice in this. So they're just telling you to choose yourself, choose your conviction, and move forward that way. You got chromatic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who are part of the cosmic history are incarnated on Earth now and are playing out karmatic relationships from Orion times, and perhaps you are one of them. Polarity causes conflicts and highlights separations. However, because of this, conflict can result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode, right, this 8 of Swords here, this 9 of Swords as well, we go into this reactive mode. Sorry, I just lost my place. Second-guessing mode, instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own wounding and find mutual grounds. We are all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart, and yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easier to react than take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved, and how can you learn to see the similarities rather than differences? Alright, Capricorn. I think it's going to be a transformative month for you. Keep pushing on that journey.